Yes, how may I help? I am. I find your sense of purpose in this journey grants me strength, and it lightens my spirit. Whatever drives you has driven me as well. I feel there is much I can learn from you, and I think the planes our paths crossed. I only speak the truth, but you spoke to me for a reason. Is there some way I may help? Gladly. If I have the answer, it is yours. Very well. Who did you wish to speak of? She hears a calling, but the voice that pulls at her is quieter than others, I think. She also bears the marks of the Red Wizards of Thay, but she shows mercy and tact, traits I thought were unknown among their sect. I would watch her, but more importantly, I would listen to her. There is something else speaking with her voice, whether she knows it or not. Very well. Who did you wish to speak of? He is an ancient spirit, one of the beast gods. I know too little of the culture of Rashomon to speak more. But in showing mercy, you have gained a powerful ally, and a loyal one. Very well. Who did you wish to speak of? Gan suffers, perhaps more than most. I am unclear as to why, but I suspect it has to do with his place in Rashomon, and the lack thereof. I am concerned that his suffering may bring evil upon us. His suffering feeds his impulsiveness, and undermines responsibility and loyalty to others. I did not mean to cast aspersions on our companion. Your sentiments are good, and more influential than you know. I will not say that Gan will not help us, only that his help is likely to be swifter when it benefits him as well. Do not underestimate your own abilities to sway him either. He watches your actions more carefully than he admits, and with your presence as an example, I think there is great potential for healing him. Gladly. If I have the answer, it is yours. The House of the Triad is not a temple, nor is it a place upon the prime material plane. It is the name bestowed to the 3 great mountains circling Mount Celestia on the outer plains. The realms of Torm, Tyr, and Ilmater lie upon the crest of each mountain, and the triumvirate forms the House of the Triad. It is a place of great beauty, where the orchestrations of divas are carried on the wind and sun. But it is sealed to me, and never again shall I know its comfort. The House of the Triad is closed to me, as is all of Celestia, even Ilmater's realm, with its temple that embraces the sky. No creature there can feel pain, fatigue, or even exhaustion. One is renewed within its walls. There are times I miss it, I confess. To comfort the suffering is at the heart of Ilmater's beliefs, and it extends to his disciples as well. I thank you for your sympathy. To show compassion for others brings one closer to my God, and those we seek to heal. Gladly. If I have the answer, it is yours. What of them? I have 4 siblings, and we were seldom apart. We called ourselves the Menagerie, and we took on the mantles of animals that reflected our spirits the best. Yes, recent events have separated us, and our paths have divided. Ephraim the Stag and Susa the Crow traveled with me, and Josu and Becca, twins, paladins, with courage and manes from which the lions were born. I was the spiritual leader of the Menagerie. I took the dove as a symbol of peace. What of them? He dwells in the House of the Triad on the slopes of Celestia as I did. He is one of the Solars, the strongest of divas. He's a champion of order and of structure. He was the one who led the shaping of Limbo's outer reaches 2 centuries ago to forge stability from that chaotic plane. And he ended the reign of the tyrant Ankriva and the desiccated kings of the Shremar, who were allied with Merkel long ago. No, the Menagerie was perhaps more concerned with the Prime than Grandfather was. The outer planes were his home, where he felt he could make the most difference. The Prime was not something he concerned himself with, and even on the Prime, he would not allow his feet to touch ground. Gladly. If I have the answer, it is yours. I sought to lead a crusade against the city of the dead, to correct the injustice I saw there. If the universe would not remove the wall of the faithless, then I would. I was not the first to feel this way. Have I told you of the first crusade? The war of Akachi against the wall of the faithless? He was a faithful adherent of Merkel, lord of the dead those many centuries ago, before the rise of Kelemvor. Yes, one of Merkel's chosen ones, in fact. He dispensed justice in Merkel's name and hunted the enemies of his god across the plains. But when one he loved fell victim to Merkel's laws, he appealed to his god and was rebuked. The one who loved Akachi, she did not worship the gods, any god, let alone the god of her beloved, Merkel. There is a punishment for ones who carry such beliefs. No matter how virtuous their lives, those who do not believe in the gods will suffer upon the wall of the faithless until their souls are no more. Yes, it is. Once they are on the wall, they die again. And it is not a quick death. It is a slow slide. It is agony until their souls are dissolved into the wall. They decay until they are destroyed completely, utterly. Akachi's sense of justice would not permit him to accept even the words of his own god if he felt they were unjust, nor would he accept the wall that encircled Merkel's city. So he gathered allies, great lieutenants of dragonkind, divas, and even the undead to his side. He attacked Merkel and was crushed. But the tale lives on. It lives on in me, in others, who saw what Akachi tried to do. And in his tale we take strength, and we continue his war. For the wall of the faithless is not just. It must be cast down. I am pleased to hear you say that. Sometimes I fear that I am alone in my beliefs, and I question them. Merkel's construct has passed to Kelemvor, the new god of the dead. He is set in his ways, and is as deaf to appeals as Merkel was. There must be justice in this life and in death. I am bound to both, but I am not bound to accept their laws. The more I travel with you, the more I learn from you, the more I am certain of my convictions. There was a time in the past where I felt I had the power to lead others in a righteous cause. Now I see what a true leader is capable of. I and my brothers and sisters bow to you. You have earned our loyalty, our devotion, and the bond that comes with it. I thought perhaps you might say such a thing. But it has already been done, and I will not permit you to return such a gift, even if you were able to. You may find greater calm in seeking wisdom and learning from the events around you, but it is not solely a meditative bond. When others seek to prevent you from acting, they will find they cannot. We pledge our devotion to you, and the link is now forged. Your quest is ours, and our power and strength shall be as yours. Even should I die, or we are split in battle, the Menagerie shall remain devoted to you. So shall this bond be forever marked upon you. Together, let us act to end this curse of yours and bring justice and mercy to the plains. To me, my allies, I shall lead.
You follow me, okay?